So your support of this festival allows us to give out these scholarships, so thank you all for that. This is in honor of Al and Donna Marcus, who are longtime volunteers for the Corn Boil. And our winners this year are Ashley Manzo and Alexander Lund. Thank you, congratulations. They're going to be freshmen this year, so have fun at school.
Real quick, so where are you going to school?
Kansas State University.
And you?
Illinois State University.
A Redbird and a Wildcat. All right, the only Wildcat I know is Northwestern, but that's okay. All right, at this point, I'd like to bring up, we got the Sugar Grove Chamber of Commerce scholarship winners. So Larry Jones, the president of the Sugar Grove Chamber of Commerce, will announce the scholarship winners.
Good looking group of winners, isn't it? I'm very proud of them. I'd like to announce the name of the three $500 scholarships. It is Alexander Lund, Danielle Denning, Sophie Michaels, each receive $500 scholarship for graduating male and female high school seniors. This fall, Alexander Lund and Danielle Denning will be attending Illinois State University. Sophie Michaels will attend the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Are you doing a lot of rapids and stuff? Yeah, okay. Take your dad, but let him come to the surface once in a while. The recipients were selected because of their understanding of the vital importance of community service, as well as a statement of their high school academic status, extracurricular activities, and community service or community involvement. The Sugar Grove Chamber offers these scholarships in an effort to recognize and support our homegrown. And I can tell you it was an absolute pleasure to read those essays. Thank you very much. Let's give them a big hand.
This year's Citizen of the Year is a person I've known for over 40 years. And he's been involved with a lot. His wife tails along with him everywhere. They show up to meetings just for the fun of it. And that's hard to believe. Not many people do that. But without this person's participation and different volunteer organizations, a lot of things wouldn't happen. One is the Corn Boil. He volunteered on the Corn Boil for a lot of years. He serves on various boards, and we're very, very proud to have him as a resident of Sugar Grove. I know Jackie wanted to say a few words about him as well. All right, I'll give it up. John, would you join us up stage? John Goodendorf is our Citizen of the Year. John worked for Kane County. He was a graduate of Canelan High School in 1978. That's where I got to meet him. He was a manager for the basketball team. And John was right there helping out the team day in, day out. And he's just been a great testament to the community.
Thank you. So for those of you that don't know John, he can be a bit of a jokester. The first time I actually met him was, he probably doesn't remember, but it was at a co-workers get-together. And he proceeded to tell me how he was the brother of this new co-worker. And of course I believed him the entire night, so I was the butt of the joke the entire night. So when I came out to Sugar Grove, to Old Second where I work, he proceeded to tell my staff now that he was my uncle. And he had the entire staff believing he was my uncle. John not only cares about his friends and family, he truly cares about the community. He volunteers and sits on many organizations, like Sean said, including this one. He has been involved with Corn Boil since a very young age. He offers guidance, wisdom, and he isn't afraid to get his hands dirty and often does. He also tells it like it is and has the ability to interact quickly to settle differences. He's humble, he's kind, he's well respected, and the type of person that would do anything for you. John is truly someone special. He's someone that I definitely look up to, and someone that I strive to be. For all these qualities, I am so proud and honored to give this award of appreciation for the Citizen of the Year to John Goodendorf. On behalf of the Corn Boil, we're going to give you a plaque with all our signatures on it. Thank you so much for all you do. make sure and tell him.
And we're here at the Sugar Grove Corn Boil. Terry Widow here with the Citizen of the Year, John Goodendorf. And John, was it a surprise?
I'll say it was. I had inklings somewhere about a week or so in advance.
Well, you've been involved with the Corn Boil for many, many years. How did you get your start?
Terry Siebert happened to come by one night. There was nobody cooking corn, and Stan Anderson, myself, his son, and my cousin ended up taking over. And then the next year, Terry happened to see me walking on the street, wanted to know if I'd come over and manage the corn, and that's when I got involved. And I want to say that was somewhere mid-'80s, somewhere in that area. It's been about 30, 35 years, somewhere in there for me now.
You were around for some of the very early ones, and I was going to say, what was it like back then compared to today?
Well, back when it first originated, it was like a 4-hour event over behind the community house, much, much smaller than what it is here. And I'm going to say we probably had less than 200 people, had the kids, had mustache contests, had the watermelon eating contest, and not as much of the band, but just had somewhat of the same way of cooking the corn they had here. And then later on in the years, that's when they had the steam engine.
Well, looking at the festival and everything, tell us about it. What do you like about it, and what do you think of the best attractions here?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I don't get to see much of the event itself. I'm usually in the background trying to take care of, fix things, making sure everybody else has what they need to have this fair go on.
But, you always had this great festival, the carnival rides, and you got the crafters, and you have the band, so there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a whole lot going on, and the carnival's only been here, I want to say, about the last 5 to 10 years, and it's not always been here, but it's been a great enhancement to the carnival, or to the Corn Boil. And then they've added and kind of spaced out a little bit more. Got the bands, got a more modern stage, and a lot more area to enjoy the event.
And in order to keep this going, what would you like to see happen? Could you always use more volunteers?
You can use a lot of volunteers, and really what we need now is youth in the sense of getting involved, bringing new ideas to the event, and then being able to get the experience of what it takes to run this event, and then ultimately taking it over, because right now the average age here of working is, I'm going to say, probably about 55 or older.
And there is a lot of work involved. I mean, you have to sign up bands to come here. You got to get crafters like we were talking about, and then even getting the carnivals, and the people to, aligned and contracts signed and things like that.
Well, what happens is it used to be 25, 30, maybe 40 people would get together. In the past couple of years, it's probably been somewhere where 10 to 15 showing up at the average meeting, and they take, I believe it's August off, and then they run September through July, setting the event up once a month, except for June. I think it's twice a month, and then in July it's every Thursday for the month, just preparing and making sure everything's ready to go. And it's usually, I believe, the third Thursday of the month at 6:30, and it's held at the fire department's meeting hall.
And what would you say to people out there watching this, and maybe they won't see it in time for this year's festival, but what can they expect here? It's a good time.
Yeah, it's a good time for the family. I think what really starts the event off is looking for the medallion, and then everybody is all interested and all hyped up for the Corn Boil, and it's a nice place to come out to enjoy with the family as well as your neighbors, and meet new friends and just new people from out of town coming in.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, and continued success.
Thank you.
And we're with Rocky from Rocky's Dojo and Gym here in Sugar Grove, and as usual, you're here at the Corn Boil with a little demonstration. Tell me about what you did today.
Well, we have a demonstration here. I've heard that we were the very first demonstration at the Corn Boil 37 years ago or something, but every year we do a demonstration with the students from 6 years old all the way up to adult. from white belt all the way up to black belt. And so we do all of the punches and all of the kicks and the blocks and the katas and the weapons and the breaking and the sparring that the kids enjoy so much. And so we came over and we did that for the entertainment of the audience today.
Now, one thing about stuff like this, the martial arts and the karate, people don't maybe not think about it, but that's excellent exercise.
Oh, yes. I mean, you not only get physical exercise, but you get mental exercise too. From being able to not only use your body the way you want to, you also have to be able to do the techniques in order, with focus, be able to do them stronger at each level that you go up. So it is very good exercise. It's not totally exercise conditioning like a cardio class, because there is a lot of mental discipline that also goes along with the martial arts.
And speaking of martial arts and things like that, any plans on doing any things right here in Sugar Grove? I remember we used to have those things over at the community center. Any plans in the future?
Oh, yes, yes. Well, we hold 5 kickboxing and boxing events, all amateur, here in Sugar Grove, either at the community house or at my gym. Our next event will be August 31st, right here at our dojo. And then we also hold martial arts tournaments, which is all different martial arts styles, open to be able to come in and compete against our students and from all over Illinois, Iowa and Wisconsin, different areas, from weapons, katas, and sparring.
One final question here. I understand you've been somewhat of a world traveler lately. Tell us about that.
Well, I referee and officiate for international WACO organization that has just been nominated and is an IOC representative for the Olympics. And so I just got back from Bulgaria at a referee seminar. I am number 2 in the United States as an official, so I'm hopefully eventually going to be in the 2024 Olympics officiating K1 kickboxing for everybody to see. But I have been to all over the world, from Russia, Serbia, Ireland, Italy, Budapest, just all over, officiating this world organization.
So it's quite a distance from Sugar Grove.
Yes, it is.
I had a locker wheel. Every minute for 30 seconds. We'll run a little faster and then we'll just get back to this. it looks like number 2 is here. Wow, that's good. Come on, Ethan. Great job, Ethan.
Well, I've actually been running in the 5K many years in the past, but this year I had a little bit of a leg injury, so I didn't make it. So we brought over-ice chocolate milk, lemonade, iced tea, and fruit punch for the runners who do make it. Got perfect weather. It couldn't be nicer. What a wonderful weekend for the corn boil.
And how many years have you been coming here?
I don't know exactly, probably about 10 years.
I just remember in the movie Slapshot, they asked the same question for Paul Newman, and he said, many years.
That's a good answer.
And as far as everything else goes, you've been here for all these festivals and things like that. What about the growth of the area, too? We've seen some construction on 47. We have this new interchange down the road. What about that?
Well, as a state senator for this area, I've been working hard to try to get 47 widened to 4 lanes all the way. We're making slow progress. Unfortunately, they started down near Morris coming north instead of starting in Sugar Grove and going south to Yorkville, which is the busiest section, and that's what should have been the first part.
And as far as the rest of the corn boil, what do you think the highlights will be?
Well, the corn is hard to beat. There are lots of other good treats to have. With this kind of weather, I think everybody should come out and enjoy it.
How you guys doing tonight? You ready to have a good time? I would climb any mountain. I sail across the stormy seas. If that's what it changed me, baby, show how much you mean to me. But I guess it must be the woman in you that brings out the man in me. I know I can't help myself. You're all in the world to me. This is a no yawning show. It feels like the first time. It feels like the very first time. It feels like the first time. It feels like the very first time. I have waited a lifetime. I spend my time so foolishly. And now that I found you, baby, together we'll make history. But I know it must be the woman in you that brings out the man in me. I know I can't help myself. All in the world to me.
When I think about the corn boil, you got people from all over the place that come in, and you're from where?
Geneva.
And what about this? It's a different type of thing. It's like a family type thing, right?
Yep. Yeah, just taking him out, trying to get on a couple rides. He likes the dragon, and we'll see if we can get him on it. Maybe a bigger ride. We'll see.
Do you like the dragon over here? Is it scary?
No.
And is this your first time here?
I was here a couple years ago, but yeah, coming back again. So, yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's old enough to take advantage of it now.
Yes.
Well, have a good time. Thanks for stopping by.
You too. Thanks.
What do you like about the corn boil?
We really enjoy the bands and the good food and just the nice weather being out here.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of activities for the entire family, and our kids don't come out to it anymore, but we enjoy the rides and the bands, and we're lucky to have the Albrights invite us out here every year, so it's a great time.
Where are you guys from?
From Oswego.
Oswego.
Okay, it's not that far, so what the heck, there's all these, they have a couple out there. What's Oswego's festival called?
Prairie Fest, but we were just saying a few minutes ago that this makes, the corn boil makes Prairie Fest look like amateur hour, so.
Well, glad you're having a good time, and thank you for stopping by.
Thanks, have a great day.
And where are you guys from?
We're from Yorkville.
And How many times have you come down here to the Corn Boil?
This is our second year.
All right. What do you like best about it?
The kids having fun.
You like the rides?
Yeah, my favorite ride here is the zipper. It's just really, it's really fun.
And now the zipper, is that the one that goes upside down and they flip around?
One where like it's a big thing and you just keep doing back flips and front flips. It's just really fun.
It's not scary, is it?
Nah.
How about the Pharaoh ride? How's that?
Pretty good. It has good 0 G's on it. It's okay.
And how about you? What's your favorite ride?
Well, to be honest, I like that one right there where it goes like back and forth, up and down. And also that one right there, where it spins around like that.
Zero gravity? All right. And what about the bands? Have you seen any of them?
I have not.
So would you come here again?
Oh yes, we'll be here back. We'll be back.
Yeah, it's really fun.
And your name?
Stephanie,
And where are you from?
Plainfield, Illinois.
And you're down here at the Corn Boil. What do you think of the Corn Boil?
I think it's a really great event.
Now, I understand your daughter's on one of the rides.
Yes, she's currently on the roller coaster for the first time.
Is she having a good time?
Yes, she's having a great time.
Now, they have festivals down in Plainfield too, don't they?
Yes, a few weeks ago.
Okay, what's this one like compared to those?
Oh, it's just a great family event. It's really cool.
And what other ride do you think she'll like going on?
The cars and the carousel.
Okay, so she's kind of young then.
Yes, she's 4.
A little bit too young for the zipper, right?
Yes, or tall enough.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we're rolling again. Where are you guys from?
Sugar Grove.
Sugar Grove. I should know this. She's from there. But anyway, how many times have you been to the Corn Boil?
This is my 26th.
You grew up here?
Yes. Yeah, yep. Grew up right over here.
So how do you like the Corn Boil?
I love the Corn Boil. I look forward to it every year.
Yeah, looking forward to it every year.
So what's your favorite part about the Corn Boil? There's so many different things. They got the bands, they got the rides, they got the crafters, they got the food. What's your favorite part?
I think it's seeing people we haven't seen in a long time. A lot of people come out for it, a lot of friends, family. We don't get to see that often. So just getting everybody together and eating a bunch of good food. Definitely.
Probably the food. Love coming out for the food.
Are you from Sugar Grove too originally?
Yep, born and raised, yep.
You guys go to Canelan?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
You know Don Beebe?
Yes.
Yes, we do, yeah.
I graduated with his nephew.
Nephew.
Nephew,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So obviously you'll be here next year?
Oh yeah, we'll be back.
And would you recommend this to people? Like we've met people from Yorkville, from Plainfield, from Geneva.
Absolutely.
Of course.
It's a
great
good
family event,
Yep.
and now we're starting our own family.
Yep.
So looking forward to it every year.
And a couple more people here at the Corn Boil. Where are you guys from?
Yorkville.
And is this your first time here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what do you like about this, or what's different about it, or what do you see that you like about this festival?
It's nice, small. It's more of a town feel than going to Great America. The kids like it.
What's their favorite ride? The zipper?
One that goes around. Yeah. Zero gravity.
Yeah.
That one.
That other one where it's like a Ferris wheel that spins around. That's the zipper.
Yeah, they haven't gotten on that.
Oh, okay. They may not want that one, but the other ones they like. Huh?
Oh yeah.
And how? Oh, the boat, the Phantom boat there. So, would you ever come back here again?
Yeah, sure.
No doubt.
So, what do you like best about it? Just more of a family atmosphere?
Yes, very family atmosphere. Yes.
Now, you guys been on any rides yourself?
I've been on the zero gravity, and that's it for me today.
I don't do rides, just the wife and kids.
And we're with Chris here, the vice president of the Corn Boil. Another busy day, but boy, it seems like you guys really had some good crowds this weekend.
Yeah, we had some really good crowds. The weather really helped out. It's probably been one of the warmest corn boils we've had in the last several years. I've been working with the Corn Boil now since 2008. Enjoy being here. We've had some great bands. You can hear the music in the background today of the Fleetwood Mac, some of the best carnival turnouts, and some of our largest booths that we've had between the crafts, and then this year with the non-for-profits.
And we look at the carnival, we just did an interview with a bunch of people, and there's some popular rides there.
Yeah, one of the biggest rides they brought back this year was the Ferris wheel, which hasn't been there in almost over a decade. So we were able to squeeze that Ferris wheel in, and that's always a big draw, is the Ferris wheel.
Of course, and the zipper and the Pharaoh ride and some of those other ones too.
Yeah, and then there's all the carnival games, so we can entertain all of ages here. The music is usually the 80s and 90s, and most people enjoy that type of music.
A couple other things that were pretty popular. You had the car show and you had the 5K run.
Yeah, the Sugar Grove Park District puts on the 5K run every Saturday. It always starts early in the morning, 7 o'clock. We're just getting here. And then we had one of the biggest turnouts for the car show this year. Car show will definitely be back next year again.
Yeah, I seem to notice it was really packed over there. I mean, it started smaller. I remember it used to be on the other side of town almost, and then they moved it over here after it hadn't been here in a while, and it has really taken off.
Yeah, it used to be down the road. It was always the logistical problem of how to get people there and then bring them back here, especially since we're tied together. So we always have the parking here that's open with the grass, and it just works out to have the car show here.
And of course, you have all those food vendors, and like you said, the very good crowd with those people. And so, and then with the crafters, there was something for everyone.
Yes, and this year, one of the first years we've been able to have corn actually brought in from southern Illinois with the great weather and the early rains that they had, actually helped them get the corn, and we were able to do corn from Illinois this year. And that has been going over pretty well, the bicolor sweet corn.
And for all the people that are watching this right now who didn't come here, what would you say about next year?
Next year, come here. Last weekend in July. It's always been that way for 53 years. We're looking forward to next year's crowds and the great weather, and along with all our great residents and guests that always join us from the surrounding cities.
All right, well, thank you very much and continued success.
Well, thank you very much.